Hey guys, it's Zhang coming at you with another game of Total War 3 Kingdoms. We're here with the Yellow Turban. The Yellow Turban political disturbance. I mean, it's not really proper to call us a rebellion anymore with how well we're doing up here. We are besieging Pyongyang here, so we are going to just get ahead to that and start in.
Only through our control can China know peace.
Exactly. We're the good guys, actually. You can tell by the way we are.
Ideals, friends.
Alright, so it's this map. We almost always go in the other way, but I think we should just go this way this time, because otherwise, you know, it's these towers. Oh, it's because that one covers the interior. That's why. I'm like, why? Okay, yeah. So this one covers all of the inside. So if you don't pop it, then you get shot at by this tower as you go over here. I remember now. Alright, well. We're just going to not have flaming shot on trebuchets. That's alright. We'll use them to blow up units of people. And then we'll have archers there, and then we'll have these outlaws in the front there to hold on a little more. Oh right, he's got like abilities. He can give stock, but we need him over here for range damage. I don't actually know if that matters for them right now, but it'll eventually matter. Alright, so yeah, while we're burning it down, we can work on more of it, because we'll just, you know, go like so. And hopefully not run into, like, burn down our own forests, which we probably will. And like, no, shoot that one, please, yes. And of course, we do hit the trees. We should have been, you know, in a slightly different position, but what are you gonna do? Alright, so this one's already burning, that one's already burning, and that one's already burning. And there we go. Oh, and they had oil there. Good stuff for them. Alright, and now we can go ahead and get ready to go. You know, aggressive fire arrow play might be... Wow, yeah, look at... Oh, yeah, because they ran into the oil. You know, smart. Yeah, I guess we just let our forces shoot. We can go ahead and move up there. No, obviously we don't want to go into this area, and they're playing like they're me. They're just like straight walking over and over into it. And now these are the poison archers, so we just want to spread the damage out, like, you know, one volley at a time. These are the ones we want to micro, you know, in a manner of speaking. I'm like, and I think we, you know, having the standard shot gives you more armor piercing. That would help some, but, you know, maybe not over much. You know, you just shoot a couple, like I said, it's important to micro, and then we immediately don't. Because if we just shoot, like, one time each with these poison shots, you know, you shoot them in one after another, And then, you know, once they've got the poison on them, you just stop shooting them for a bit. It's 15 seconds. You don't want to shoot a bunch of ammo because they don't actually do any damage with the arrow. Ah, they've ridden out.
Our warriors run!
The time has come!
Our warriors do not run. We're all unbreakable now. The crew showed up here at the front. And we're gonna go all stalk now. All surprise attackery. Yeah, that whole front of ours crumbled, but it was the outlaws and the volunteers. You know, yeah, you know, they do that. They run. They came back eventually. I guess they were fighting, you know, splash attack things and, you know, getting lanced down by heavy cavalry. Oh, get out of there. Get out of there. Because even if they have shields, right, these poison arrows can get some work done.
The enemy warriors are running! Ha!
Like, this dude's a little too embroiled. He's getting trucked on, yeah. And he's like a highly evasive fighter, but yeah, these guys do have big AP stats, you know, and it's a big unit of cavalry, so.
10. Release missiles!
Look! The enemy run! Craven!
Let's fly!
Oh no, I don't know. I said get out of the inside anyway. As we see, you know, you can pay a little bit too much attention to who your poison arrows are shooting. That's right. I'm blaming my units for this. And now we will pop the messengers. We need to replace this horse with one of these other horses. One of the not unbreakable, but might as well be horses. We're getting shot up there. You know, sometimes you'll chase an infantry unit across them, or an enemy unit while they're running, and it's like, hey, you know, it would be funny if instead of this working for you, you just ran in front of their towers. If we looped you all the way in front of their towers, that would be hilarious, they say.
The enemy warriors are running! Ha! Draw attention! Horsemen!
Like, didn't I not say to do that? Didn't I? Like, why would I have said to charge into spears? I mean, I guess I must have. I mean, now we're doing it, but now they're running, you know, so now it's different.
Our success looms large!
Wonderful. We win. I mean, ish. You see there, like, the aggressiveness of the AI, who's like, what's the best way to make a tower shoot your troops? And then I'll take that path. You know, sure, there was just 2 more towers, and we could have theoretically burned them down for even more, but, you know, with a terrible army like ours, it doesn't really benefit us to fight on too many different
Heaven
points.
guided our weapons. Let them go. They know not their folly. No longer will corruption reign.
Yeah, because what do they even have that these people don't, they don't have anything. They don't have anything that these guys don't have. Right, food production's like fine, but yeah, we'll get this one, and this one will be up to level 5, and that'll drop it down again into slightly smaller, and then we'll take a look around. Because yeah, that one's upgrading too, so I don't wanna get too close to our food limit. Not that I know what it does, but it's not good to run out of food. It's probably not good too. All right, so we have money, and we need an army to dissuade these guys from moving any further into our lands. How best to do that?
Here in faith.
Alright, so we'll grab
Deflect
you.
with shield,
And
cleave
you.
with sword.
And now we're ready to go. Alright, we got archer defectors. Does he have fire arrows? No. Do any of these guys have fire arrows? Alright. He does, which means he'll be... No, never mind. Zhang will be able
Welcome,
to
my lord. You grant me a kindness in calling, my lord.
help us out here. So 2 trebs, 2 archer gangs. We don't need this outlaw unit. I mean, we could go 4 archers, but I think 3 seemed fine in the other army. Archer defectors, we don't need to pay for because they're basically like, you know, not much better than an archer gang at all. But we will. Alright, so he could get stalwart shields, but we probably just want to keep the Trust of the Ace Immortals. The Bringers of Peace are a very small and breakable unit. We're going to at least try them out, right? I don't know if they're good. We're going to at least try them out. And then swap these Yellow Turban Horsemen for Messengers of Heaven, because they're so much better. And then we'll have like yeah, it'll be a nice little army that'll remind us of the other army. Alright, leader of the people, you know, and
There are many here, waiting for word of the way.
you know, so we'll have a fairly strong thing going on. Now, do we want to go to the family spear? More AP is better. Alright, alright. Second army, and they'll be, you know, this will be like a full army before, you know, before they could get to us. And that'll hopefully threaten them from coming in there, and then we'll be able to meet up here before long. And in any case, we needed another army. We could afford it, and this army will have, you know, some good guys in it, some powerful fellows, and hopefully we'll be able to make it all work out. Our sights, you know, they're transfixed by the Imperial City. And I don't actually know if it's like the true Imperial City anymore. Yeah, but we just have to control it anyway. Because the Empire is fragmented, of course. It's, I guess they say this is the faction, a capital of the Han Empire, but you know. In my mind, the Imperial City will always be there, Luoyang. Oh wow, this is the Imperial City, though. How did it get to level 10?
We offer peace. Your
And she
greed
has
is
joined up with them. You know, the rebellion's sort of faltering, so we need to, you know, we need to do our part. And we did it for a little while, and then we sort of stopped doing so much for it. So let's see, doing his alliance. Because Lubu's army is very beat up. And I guess he's hanging out there, and that army's beat up. You know, there's... Liu Chong's army is somewhere, though. I mean, every army is somewhere, but...
With conviction.
Go, like, right here, and go to
We
ambush.
will strike like a bolt from heaven.
Because we have all these smaller armies around, and that is good, you know, it's about sending a message. But this army of our brother is, like, you know, very much on the back foot in here. And they're not really that close to anywhere they want to be able to take over. We've got this army in here, but, you know, it'd be too difficult for our bro to get over to He-Man.
Our patience is thin. Alright. And from here, moving through the pass in this direction to assist could help, but if we just move in here... Yeah, this is better. We're already here, right? Right, we're already here.
Let the people rejoice in our victory.
And the zeal just keeps on crashing down, but, you know, we're gonna...
This power will serve the people.
Ooh, it's a level 4 tavern. Very nice. But this will want to turn into a different building, I think. Yeah. Those don't really help us out too much. He gets to level 5. And we get ranged and ranged AP damage. I mean, makes the most sense. Replenishment for the army is fine, but like not that important. I'm like, does he not have fire arrows? No, they do have fire arrows. They don't have to be given. Oh, okay, so the archer gang always has fire arrows? Good. But, you know, this guy's the one with the blue thing, so he's going to have the trebuchets anyway. Right, because none of the other ones can get trebs. But now I know that I don't have to worry about it. Maybe it works for the trebuchet flaming shot. But anyway, so we're not going to worry about going towards that, and accordingly... Yeah, we'll just take focus here.
range damage, and then like you know, faction-wide industry buff. I mean, that's pretty good. Faction-wide money, you know, that's it's not bad at all. 3%'s something, you know, not nothing. All right, well, let's see how things go here. Luoyang is still unaccounted for. We've got these rebellions here, and the thing is, though, is that they can't feel too comfortable about what's going on over here. Oh, there he is. He's back on this side of the river, just where we want him. I was so worried about our bro. He's just like, you know, he's really going through it. He's all over the place right now. Hopefully he will find a nice safe place to hang his head. We get a rebellion right here. And we get encircled by whom? Where? Whence? They've attacked our position here.
For the cause.
I'm like, why don't we just do this to show them who's boss? Nah, there'll be plenty of time to show them who's boss.
This is proof
I'm like,
of our
we are the
righteousness.
Yellow Turban Rebellion. You don't get to be the Yellow Turban Rebellion. I'm like, I should have your hat for that. Snatch it straight off your head.
Let them go
But you
and
know,
repent.
they're just
They
mistaken.
merely do their master's bidding.
They're just mistaken. We'll let them go.
Heaven calls. Our just deeds were blessed. It is done.
Suit them, and then yeah. So the shallows are blocked twice on this river. There, we come down this way, and then we'll be able maybe just take the river down here to Chi Pass, but we'll see what the movement requirements look like. It says predicted high casualties. That's like fine for where. Oh my goodness. They weren't joking. High casualties indeed. Oh, wait. No, I lost? What? Okay. Alright, we're gonna reload that. I didn't read. I didn't read. Apparently, I just auto-resolved my army to absolute death. I thought we were gonna win that fight.
Can only last so
I think I looked at the bar again. They have like certain green and red things that are like, hey, you're gonna win, and then other ones.
Stay true.
Okay, so this time we need to walk out of the place so that we'll still be able to... Yeah, there we go. Now they won't be able to besiege us. Very important, you know. We didn't remember to do that. But yeah, pretty funny stuff. I was like, yeah, and then we'll win, and I guess we'll recover the army, and it was just gone.
the enemy.
No mercy! All plans are coming to pass. To action!
Alright, there we go. This will go much differently, right? And I guess now the situation of this army is so different that we no longer have to worry about being killed in the auto-resolve. Guess our army got beat up
Let
worse
the
than I had
people
thought in those
rejoice
earlier ones.
in
I
our
wasn't looking.
victory.
You know, we do have these crummy peasants that don't do very much work. They're fine when we control them.
No longer will corruption reign.
Alright, so we go to Dong. Now we can take the river over here. Or just straight march over to Chi Pass.
At ease.
So we know Liu Chong went over this way, so we can
With righteousness.
move to Wei, and we know nobody scares him. Yeah, it's just Zheng Xiong, who, while is not like a pushover, we're gonna be able to push her over. Fatigue resistance. Campaign movement for the army. Yep, that's what we'll go with. And he's got a couple really nice buffs, including one that gives him morale and melee evasion buff. Wow! I like this guy.
Greetings, my lord.
What a great healer.
There are many here, waiting for word of the way.
Okay, here's what we get. If he's not under fire, not engaged in melee or in a duel, he heals 19 every second from this. So, yeah. Cool. Well, can't wait to get that. Can't wait to get regeneration. Maybe we can't support this many level 5 cities. No, our food's just getting like really, really close to a problem. There's more farmland over here to take from this rebellion, though.
The enemy is bringing reinforcements to the fight.
And here we're
It
just
may
gonna
be
back
wise
up
to
because,
reconsider
yeah.
your strategy and deployment to counter their extra numbers.
Retreat!
Because, like, now they won't be able to get the reinforcements from the city. Okay, yeah. Liu Chong moved up, so, you know, what we were trying
We
wasn't
detest
gonna
you,
work there.
But this must. You insult us.
Man, we've got some big problems. You know, I didn't appreciate how much the Empire being together was helping us. Yeah, because Chu Tai now is running through the lands, and he is a strong fighter, or should be, and this army's solid. So, like, our brother is, like, very much rocking a hard place here, but if he can run up this way, then he'll be back in a power base, and that would be nice. He's so many turns away from us being able to help. Alright, so these Yellow Turban rebellions are having a time. If we go like so, then we get to Chi Pass in 3 days. If we jump into the river, we still have to get off at the shallows, right?
It is our time to be
Yeah, we
heard.
can just swing up this way, because we can...
Gather
If
your
we march
strength.
here, we might be able to get to Chi Pass the next day, and if not, then, you know, we'll deal with it. So while we might be able to beat that army, what we really want to do is just draw them out.
With conviction.
We can go to ambush here, and then if she like tries to move up towards our land there or over here, we'll be able to get her, and then, you know, hopefully it'll work. Because we've got, you know, we've got rebels on the river. Lubu burned this down, which, like, you know, should have been part of their power base, right? But I guess we do have that place, so that's one way to solve a rebellion. May not work, but it's one way to do it. Alright, here we go. We'll get some more food. The forge. So when we get a couple of these buildings, you know, we're going to get more slots, and then we should be able to get it better there.
Tolerance is the best we can offer.
I think our brother did get popped by... Nope, he escaped up this way. Beautiful. Beautiful.
We will remember this.
Or rather, no, it's, like, is it our guys' turns at the end? Yes. For the rebellion. Alright, so... And then here, hopefully, Zhang Bao will be able to, like, run away and get back home. You know, we've got a rebellion there to help him out. A rebellion here to help us out. You know, there's, the constant churn of rebellions messing around, hitting them on these rivers, you know, taking over cities and stuff. Just being a general nuisance really helps me out.
Standard stance. As one, we move. Strike together.
So we can't get to the pass today, but we'll get there, you know, tomorrow. Hansui is going to move across the river, and he is going to start taking our lands here that we've just grabbed. We just sort of have to let him do it. I don't know. I mean, we could summon the secondary army over there after we do something here. You know, we'll probably have to bleed a little bit of this land. The important thing is that, you know, as long as he can't take this city, most of the money is at least in an inconvenient spot a bit. And it'll take him a few turns to get in there, hopefully. We left Hei in ambush and didn't move him, I think. Feels bad.
We offer.
This is an insult!
Oh, and their reinforcements got in to the pass. You know, it's just a little one, but still, it'll make a difference to them.
Return to standard position.
Yeah, because if Liu Chong's there, like, that, you know, it's not excellent to just be delaying only him.
Marching.
Because if we can get him to, like, draw out a little bit, because if we go in there on him, then we've got all of these other problems. Lady Liu, our sort of unfocused approach these last couple of turns has certainly not been helping us over much.
Heaven guided our weapons. They are lost and need guidance.
Like, we don't need this wall to be like a crazy great wall. I don't want to pay for all that. Just a nice little 50 upkeep turn. Makeshift obstruction is good enough for me. Hmm. 15 melee evasion. Just take the fatigue resistance, I guess. No, the Inspiring Surge, because with our big, great abilities with super long cooldowns, that'll make a difference, you know, because he's got, you know, the lock them all down ability, but it takes a while to recharge. I think that'll pay off well. Because, like, this rebellion, like, I'm not sure where they're going. We need to
Be still to conserve spirit.
raise this, and then we will go to annex here. And there, and then that'll give these rebellions somewhere else to go with their time. You know, you need them to feel like they have a sense of purpose, right? And gradually getting a little bit more farmland going on. That'll help out considerably. Because, yeah, he's about to be a big headache for us here. And I don't really have a solution to it. It could be to stop spending money over here. That's a solution. Yeah, we're just gonna stop spending money over here for a bit. We make a lot of money there, though. Like, this is already like one of our most profitable provinces. Like, yeah, none of these guys have proper armies yet. All right, so we need to do that assignment to get a guy, because we don't have any. Oh. Like, he can't attract talent? No, we have to do it here. And we're gonna send this guy to incite unrest. There.
Only faith purges sickness.
I am not in the mood.
Like, are we at war with these people? Probably.
This will be short.
So they're just like back here in the mountains with a very small force that's enough to mess with me. Hate that. Hate it. That's my thing. That's supposed to be my thing. All right.
Your greatness is legendary. Join with us. This has been very encouraging.
And, you know, what we were worried about has come to pass. We are... After all that we did to get those mountains, I'm not able to defend my land because I'm so bad at the game. And now everything we did is going to go up in flames. Except that, you know, we at least defeated the factions that were there. So these two Yellow Turban rebellions, what is happening?
Stand down!
No, did he get us in a war with the real rebellion? I don't... What? No, this moron got us in a war with our allies?
War has
This game
long
should really have a
ravaged your
different
lands,
term
taking
for
its
the
toll
rebellions
on
that are on
people,
your side and the rebellions that
languishing
aren't
under
on
the
your
oppression of
side.
fear
I
can
strongly
only
feel
last
that
so
that's a
long.
mistake.
The people, having tasted the
It should have,
sweetness of freedom before,
because rebels are called the same thing. These nice rebels, these rebels that are our friends. Okay, so it didn't make us join the war against them, but they are now at war. Now my idiot brothers are at war with the rebellion that's supposed to be helping us out. So instead of everything being cool, now they've ruined it. Maybe it's because we took 50 things. Maybe they think we have too much land. I don't know. That's super annoying.
Strike them for the cause.
But we caught them on the river as they try to flee, and then we'll go to the other side and take that gate pass
Of
too.
our righteousness.
Don't ask me why, there's no point in it.
Let them go. They know not their folly. Patience will renew our vigor. Prepare full sails. Return to standard.
I shall bring piety to this place.
And we get a bunch of wonderful farmland, Shandong, renowned for its farmland. It's actually a really cool place to be from, right? Except that it's, you know, you can defend your place, but not the farmland, so, you know, what's it worth to you?
Glad to see you.
Oh, and well, good news about our idiot brothers. Because of them, we're going to lose all of our lands that I thought were safe. Guess it's mainly my fault.
Let us make use of it.
This is your last chance. A rude rejection.
Yeah, we're just gonna lose all of our stuff.
It would be an affront. It is our time to be heard.
Vent fury!
I can't believe they did that. Like, the whole point of our
ideas are
faction
one.
is that the
Harmonious.
rebellions are our
We can
friends,
achieve
and
much.
now our idiot brothers are at war with our great allies.
Aggressive newcomers.
It makes me
They
so
must be
mad.
defeated.
It makes me just want to quit playing the
Come
campaign.
to battle.
They ruined it.
We will not
They
be
ruined
slaves
it. There's
again.
no reason for them to ruin it. We were having a good time, and they ruined it. And now we'll never get to be happy again. I'll have to just restart the whole campaign. I'm like, oh, this guy's terrible at fighting. All these guys aren't very good at fighting. That's a shame. At least we got a scholar here.
Your general needs aid. Our warriors run!
You know, at least we'll get to crumble this block.
What cowards!
Beautiful. And now we'll come in this way and hopefully... You know, I think this charge should work. And at the very least, we'll be able to buff up the melee evasion. You know, we have the encourage effect here now from the Lord being around, and I think that'll make all the difference. I think we're just going to buckle them. Nothing's going to fix the north. I don't know why I said, oh, we'll be safe there. We won't.
Your Your men have
We won't. There's never a point in building anything. I should have not built anything. I made a total war mistake. A total mistake. You're never supposed to build anything. If you build something, then somebody can take your land and then you'll miss it. You're supposed to not do that. I messed up. I just really thought Kong Rong was going to get dealt with by our brother, but instead he became a moron and ruined everything. Oh well. Look, it's all their fault that we can't have a good rebellion. It's all their fault. Everything was going to be fine until our idiot brothers started messing with things.
The enemy unit flees.
The enemy warriors are running! Ha!
Run! The time has come! Stand ready! Destroy them!
But, yeah, at least we win. The game doesn't believe in the army.
Ready to ride? Strike!
255 kills on the Treb.
Heaven guided our weapons!
Our cause is unstoppable.
And I guess we just, like, ignore it and let him take all of it. I can't stop him.
Marching! The blue sky must fall.
Like, what would we do? Recall the whole army and put it up here? It wouldn't happen in enough time to solve anything. Yeah, I guess we just sacrifice our whole power base.
We offer you
and shrug about it. I mean, there's nothing to be done. We can't stop it. It's very annoying, and I wish it didn't happen, and I thought we were safer, and our idiot brothers screwed everything up. But, like, I'm so mad at them for declaring war on our friends. Like, they're the worst. They do not deserve to run China. It's just me who's behaving well. And now our beautiful, secure power base is going to fall to our enemies because our idiot brother can't be bothered to act right. It makes me so mad. Like, they ruined it. They ruined the campaign. It was a good campaign, and then they ruined it. I don't even want to play it anymore.
strike them. Heaven blesses our mandate.
Like, it's just so aggravatingly stupid. I can't believe it.
They are lost and need guidance.
What do you wish, my lord?
Have courage! Let the people rejoice in our victory! They are lost and need guidance. Persevere!
I'm just filled with overwhelming hate for my allies in this game. Specifically you, Zhang, who have ruined everything. Can't even beat Kong wrong.
Here in faith.
And we don't want to be inside of the pass so that we can still replenish if he sieges it. And whatever, we'll just never build another building. It was a fine experiment. Look, you're not supposed to upgrade anything in Total War. You're not. You're never, ever, ever supposed to build buildings. It's bad.
You dare spurn us.
Which I already knew. I already knew that you're never supposed to upgrade anywhere, that it's never safe, it's never smart. And I did it anyway. Alright. Like, no, we can just retreat. Yeah, we'll just retreat, and then we'll be able to replenish. Like, he's not going to get any stronger, and he's, like, in ambush, probably. I'm, like, reasonably sure he's in ambush.
Our faith will sunder oppression. We will be sudden and terrible.
So we go to ambush to counter the ambush? This all feels very stupid. I am very, very annoyed right now. I'm just like sort of descending into a cold fury at how stupid our brothers in this game are. It's very infuriating. I honestly just can't believe it. It makes me just very, I don't get why they would have done that. It doesn't make sense and I hate them.
Greetings. Well met.
And they're just gonna, you know, let this guy run over all of our lands. Great. I guess I guess I could just recall this army now and then let Lu Bu run over everywhere here. Why not?
When faith wavers, evil enters.
I just want to give
My
up.
lord, how can I serve? Be welcome and speak.
Yeah, I just want to give up. They've broken my spirit, you know.
With righteousness, we will strike like a bolt from heaven.
Yeah, I just feel totally deflated. I was having such a good time in this campaign, and then my idiot brothers ruined it with one disastrous, idiotic, catastrophically stupid, incomprehensible move. They have ruined everything, and now we're gonna fail.
A stubborn refusal.
Maybe the game's hard-coded to do it, but it makes me incredibly mad. I loved this campaign. It was so much fun, and now it's not fun anymore. Now, they broke it. They ruined it. Our ally, you know, and that's why in Total War, if you're ever having fun because you're in an alliance, they'll just take that away from you. You know, you won't get to have fun forever. The computer will ruin it.
Rise up! I shall not waver.
Sprout ever upwards to heaven.
Now we move those idiots up there to just waste time. Can I beat this army? It doesn't have a ton of spears. It does have cavalry that beat ours in a fight very badly. But only one of them.
Remain honest. Thrust forwards. It is our time to be heard.
Yes, we'll
Our
see
ideals
how
are
it
one,
goes.
harmonious. We can achieve much.
It's just that I had this idea of how things were going, and then they totally changed it, and not in a way that was fun. I loved my rebellions. I loved having little armies that none of us controlled that did useful things, and now all of that's gone. That'll never come back again, right? Like, that's over. Our idiot brothers have broken my heart. I don't totally love this position. It'll probably be fine though. You know, so they do have a juggernaut, and if we don't deal with that, then we'll get melted. But they're also clumping up a lot, which is very encouraging for the trebuchets. Because if we can just get, yeah, we got these Chen peacekeepers caught out, right? They're not gonna love this. And we get the melee evasion that's going to allow us to take a very advantageous fight here. We're going to go fatigue immune, because they are about to get spears and stuff in on us. Oh, we are caught out. Caught out by spear guards. Well, if we loop around this way, where's the Juggernaut? The Juggernaut is right there in the center. That is quite bad indeed. These Chen peacemakers, you know, at least we're getting them down, because man, they don't run, right?
The enemy unit flees! What cowards!
And now we just want to get back here to our support somewhat. And the Juggernaut is, well, at the very... Okay, it's been being shot up very heavily, and now we just need to get our archery fire focused on it. Alright, good stuff. And then we'll be able to roll in these cav on the Qin Royal Guard and such there in the back. Now, we've got a big flank of spears coming over from this side. But we're just gonna... Oh, no, I didn't mean it. No, I didn't want to click that. Oh, what a... Well, he's gonna die. Oh, right, the good old I'm a literal attack order type of thing.
The men have no ammunition. Draw your weapons.
Yeah, so he's just gonna lose, probably. You know, maybe he'll win. I sure doubt it. No, we can get him over there to try to give buffs, right?
Make ready. Take heed, warriors. Charge. Fight. Ready yourselves.
And now that the fight's been going on for ages, let's get the shock troops in. You know, we do have the ability to reduce his melee damage. You know, maybe with these abilities, though, they are very strong abilities. So if we hit them, you know, while we've got our judgment splash attack thing or whatever, you know, maybe we'll make a difference. He's got big armor amounts. We at least do have high armor piercing. Maybe we'll win. We're going to get back over here for the Adamant Resolve buff. You know, the Qin Royal Guard basically beat cavalry in a stand-up. Like, no, he needs to get over there for the Resolve buff. That's right.
The enemy warriors are running.
Hey, I think we're actually going to win the fight. Wow, these messengers of heaven are losing to archers, but these are the Royal Guard, right? Yeah, so that makes sense. And we were in, like, sustained fighting with them. Hey, he wins! Wow! And they hit us with the old Wisdom of the River. That's the worst kind of wisdom to get hit with.
The enemy unit flees.
Do not relent. Unleash fury. Make ready. Ready to ride.
Oh my goodness, this unit's just like in some spears, just like all the way in some spears.
The enemy warriors are running! Ha!
Run, run. Right at the devil.
We've killed an enemy general!
Show no mercy. Ready. Up high.
Hey, Denurian. Say never played Total War, but looks awesome. Yeah, it can be a lot of fun. This campaign's not going super well. This battle is hairy, but, you know, we're making it work. I think we're going to end up winning. This was a very strong army, and I've been looking at it for a while and thinking, how and when are we going to fight it? But, you know, I think we're pulling this one off, you know. Their generals are off the field. They've got these crazy strong crossbowmen. But I think they're getting army lost now. It's like a heavily armored, shielded crossbowmen, so it's like they do fine in melee. They live forever. You can't beat them up with anything. Alright, a Pyrrhic victory. You know, the Trebs feast, the cavalry all get 100 kills. And we managed to win that duel.
Guided our weapons. We must show them the way.
And importantly, now Liu Chong is out of commission. You know, they've got some lands. He doesn't have a lot of them, though. It's got to be hard for him to put that army back together. At least I sure hope it is. Speaking of putting the army back together, this army up here is getting put back together. Kong Rong has come up the side of the bay, and rather than fight any of our allies, he just says, "I'm gonna beeline for your lands, and yours in particular. Because I thought, okay, if somebody wants to attack me, they'll go through this first, and I'll have time." No, wrong. But now Lu Bu comes out of ambush, and you know we're about to bleed this whole side of the map because our idiot brothers can't be bothered to not declare war on our allies, and now we have to go over here to mop up. So yeah, you know, great. This rebellion of peasants that's disorganized is now not working very well. Thanks, guys. Everything was fine before they declared war on the rebellion. Because, like, we're literally the rebellion, and our idiot brothers declared war on the other flavor of the rebellion. Like the one that the game generates for you messing with your opponents. They declared war on them, our friends. It's very annoying. Like, they have these little rebellion armies, like, you can mess with public order places, or they'll just show up, and, like, all we have to do to take this land is walk up and click on it, and then they'll just, like, give it to us. We don't have to fight for it. They freely give their land to us. That's what a good rebellion they are. And our idiot brothers declared war on them. It makes me so mad.
Raise the people. We will be sudden and
we're gonna go to ambush, like, right there. Maybe Zhang Bao is gonna be able to do something now after all of that. Maybe not. Because after all, this rebellion, our friends, well, you know, he took that city at least, so there's that. But the thing is because this idiot brother of ours doesn't know that the rebellion's our friends, he's going to regularly be spending his military effort fighting the guys that are on our side because our idiot brothers declared war on them. It makes me so mad. I don't know if they always do it or not, but I find it perplexing and a source of great rage. Everything in this campaign was going great before they did that.
Glory awaits. Join us and share in it.
Like this right here. This moron is trying to get me to declare war on him. This actually happened earlier, and I accidentally did it. And then I reloaded. But look, this dude's been dead for like 1,800 years, but if he was here right now, I would slap him in the face for betraying the rebellion like he did. We could have had it all. But these fools, these absolute walnuts, have, you know, because of their incompetence and stupidity, now all of my land here that I spent 20 turns getting is gonna fall, so I can stabilize here, and eventually I'll quit playing the game because they declared war on the rebellion. And again, we're the rebellion. It's infuriating. And he can get heal as well. That is nice. Hey, Orange Froggy. Calling in by the IT team to stop hacking the servers. Did it work? Did you get 2 people on a keyword and type on it? Yeah, I'm just raging.
With me.
I'm just like devolving into a puddle of fury at my idiot friends. Not like in real life, just in this game.
At ease.
Well, at least we're gonna be able to pop Kong wrong now.
With righteousness.
No, if we win.
Like the mighty bamboo, we endure and thrive.
Together, we shall bring transformation to China.
Let future generations tell of our glory here today.
Alright, so bad news first is that it's raining. So I'm thinking we'll just break down this wall and go in. That's what I'm thinking. And we'll burn down this tower to make our approach a little easier. Is this game like the other Total War? Similar but quite different. So this game is set in historical China, in a period called the period of the Warring States. But there's a book written about it called The Romance of the Three Kingdoms, where the characters are, you know, given larger than life personalities and feats of strength and great stories and stuff like that, which is like one of the most beloved novels of China. So you get a lot of, you know, like how the Trojan War might have happened, but our ideas of how the Trojan War happened are because of the poetry. That's a lot of like what's going on here. So you can play it as like a pure historical game, or you can play it with like big heroes that are in charge of it. So, but unlike the other Total War, like there's a little bit of magical stuff-ish, you know, like not really. It's like, oh, now you can't see us for a bit, but now we shot some arrows, but it's not like, you know, it's not like you're gonna see dragons. Oh, yeah, it's the Fury of Baha'i up there. We know they're very scary, but we also know that they won't do too well, you know, against these unarmored forces. So we're just going to burn this arrow tower down and crack a hole in the wall. But this game has a lot better of certain mechanics. Like, for example, you have fire arrows and stuff, so you can, like here, we're gonna burn this down eventually. You can knock holes in the wall in the other one, but like it's just, I really like this one. I really like Warhammer as well. I just, this...
Their walls are broken.
Boom, baby. Because we're just gonna crack a hole in the wall
The
here.
tower crumbles.
And then, rather than try to deal with all of the other things, we'll just do that, and then, you know, try to shell them, right? And those guys lost 90 other models whenever we took the thing, so that's good. And we need... Oh, yeah, there we go. They're all running straight down away from the artillery fire, the trebuchets. Now that we've knocked a hole in the wall, we can just see right in, right? And that's clumping them up beautifully as they try to flee. You know, good luck getting away from this. Oh no, they're just running in. Alright, we're going to get a little closer with the Trebs. These Fury of Baha'i have crazy long range, right? But like here, we're going to shoot into them on the wall, but from the reverse, where I don't think they'll get any of that benefit for being on the wall. Oh yeah. Good stuff. And if we get shot by the Fury of Baha'i, whatever, you know, like, sure, it's a lot of damage, but, I mean, what are you gonna do? They'll do better to shoot at our archers than at our troops whenever they go in, right? And after we position him here, they elect to shoot at the guys on the wall. You know, you can't lead a horse to water. You're not allowed to make a horse go to water. That's just the truth.
Look, the enemy run.
Quick march! Stand ready! Steel yourself!
Yeah, beautiful, you know. Half of these unit of Outer Dragons gone, you know. The initial assault on the town, paying wonderful dividends. And they don't have any internal towers because they just took the place and it's repairing. Right. Alright, we still have poison our arrows too. But we know these Fury of Baha'i are going to be able to do good damage against some of our forces as they approach, so all the better to get rid of them right here, right? And this dude, like, heals, so I feel like...
The men have
I don't know if that's, like, just infinite.
Draw your weapons.
Archers, prepare!
Stand ready! With speed!
You know, China, well, this is in the year, like, 200, so... classical China, basically, yeah, it's like, not like 1200, like 200. But there's a way to, you know, that's just for us. They have Chinese language voice acting in the game. And we're just gonna charge right in here. and see how this heal works, right? Because if we can just charge him in and heal some, look, the Warhammer player in me loves the idea of just getting away with that. Be like, wait, I have regeneration, and you're gonna let me have an uncapped regen? Because we just come in here, pop 8 of them, you know, and then we can walk out again. They can't stop us. Did they unhorse us? They did. Yeah, because we just heal. Yeah. Yeah. And if you get 1,000 a minute, yeah. Alright, word. Looks like we got the grind sorted out. We're going to go up on the wall and fight these, No, you're joking. He's not gonna... I thought he was going to try to grapple onto the wall. Like, who are these guys firing at? They say they're firing. I guess most of them can't see. And look at this guy, like, standing at the breach in the wall. Alright, now we can... Like, do we charge in here? I mean, he's doing fine. My man can solo all of these Azure Dragons. He's killed 20 of them already and barely lost any HP. You know, this is what it's all about. You know, they're trying to stab, and he's just like, oh! Stab, stab, stab.
Our men are spotted.
Oh, wow, yeah. Our stock troops just charge right up to do their poison arrow nonsense. But, you know, this is going to go great. I love this breach in the wall. It's going to work. Because, like, you know, we're really sending a message here with him, and he's strong. You know, he's not gonna get eliminated. We're here inside of a spear guard wall. English for it, not just be so. That's all good, man. Yeah, I'm about to have the best day. I mean, one of the best days. So, there's only one true way to be happy as an adult, right? And that's to be able to get rid of a shift at work that you didn't want to work, and that's going to allow you to go home. Alright, so actually, the venomous shot hitting both of those guys, like, we need to get more value out of this. This is a very expensive archer unit, but, you know, it can get it done. Like, the cavalry aren't missile-resistant cav. We don't want to get them shot up. We've got good shields here in the front, though. 80% shields on the Star Wars shield. So we're just going to stand here and get shot up. Yeah, it's like we need to tell them to stop firing at will. And they need to fire with more practical thing. Yeah, so this guy heals now because he got that ability. Okay, yeah, now I see how to win the campaign. Now I've got it. Because I don't even think that has a cap on the heal. Just like the cap of your creativity and like how long you want to play at any one given time. Because these dudes can accept archery fire far better than the rest of the army can, and I'm frankly willing to let them do it. And we just alternate between shooting the guys at the wall and shooting this brick here. Because when we hit these guys on the wall, every single one of them is getting hit with that damage over time hit, you know, so... You know, this dude is just soloing the whole army. By the way, this is how to play Total War.
Ready! Fire upon them!
This is what it's all about right here.
Volley! Now! Take them down!
And these poison arrow guys, man, do they ever do some work. Because they debuff who they're shooting at, it's damage over time on the other ones, and maybe, you
They
know...
cannot fire.
Alright. Now all the archers are out of ammo. But he's the only one who can heal, right? So... like, is it time to bring the real troops in? Yeah, probably. Ride, Yellow Turbans. Rouse to action. Charge!
The enemy warriors are running. Ha!
Not relent! Attack! Charge! At the ready!
And we come in and smash. And of course, this... now we have the healer's ability to make our other abilities recharge quicker, which is going to be very nice indeed. Yeah, we just totally crumble this set here. And my man just charges all the way up there, but you know, they're doing their abilities. They're trying to have a time, but how's it going to work out for them? Not too well. And the beauty is that because they took this from us not so long ago, they don't have all the internal towers that they should have, so we can freely move inside here. Because they should have, like, towers here, like, all throughout on the inside. But they don't. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff.
The enemy unit flees.
Because through our army buffs and everything, we end up having like 50 leadership on peasant volunteers, which is really high for this game. I mean, it's not super high. It's very high for a low tier unit. For comparison, their low tier units have like 30. And 20 is a lot of leadership. So these guys literally won't even shoot out here. Maybe because the archers don't have ammo. I don't know. I do know that those are a couple good archer units that aren't getting any work done, and that pleases me. If we get him to die, then it'll make everyone in the army stronger. It's not really what we're going for, though. Let's go ahead and pull him out. I'm like, we need him to fight the next turn, don't we? Like, what's she have? Oh, the Twin Marshal G's. I'm like, what kind of damage is that? That's pretty good. But we come in on foot, and of course...
Fight!
That makes us much more likely to get the beat down. You know, we've got that attack swing, we've got those good animations on foot. They're on a horse, you know, they're trying to wheel around, and then bam, bam, bam. Knock them down, and set them up again, and we will knock them down again. Kong Rong gets big mad about it. He's got the old bodyguard. I'd love to get the bodyguard. 10 melee evasion for, like, you know, if we got it on, like, the Messengers of Heaven sort of troop, you know, very good stuff. I guess we can't figure out how to get onto that wall. Maybe the only way to get onto it was the segment that we broke. Maybe they can't get off of the wall. We'll find out. Alright, beautiful siege. Absolutely gorgeous. Perfect, flawless, and in other ways very good. It's actually great, you know, we got a breach in the wall, identified a good spot for it, and then, you know, we could have just done it over here, I guess. But no, there would have been more coverage, right? Because on this side, we only had to burn the one tower. That's right, I remember.
The enemy general falls.
It's like, I bet Spear Guards lose to Peasant Volunteers now. Yeah, they totally would. Yeah, because they're not that highly armored, they don't have the melee evasion. Yeah. Poor morale. Do they, though? Yeah, because he gives them 10. And then some other bonuses that we've got stacked up actually did a bunch of good work for us too. But let's just go ahead and fast forward it even faster. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Absolutely wonderful. I don't retract my complaining earlier in the campaign, but I'm glad we're still playing it and I didn't quit. Man, I'm really annoyed with our brothers in rebellion, though. They could have done a better job.
Have trapped your forces behind
Let the people rejoice in our victory.
But there's Kong Rong. And I think we're gonna execute her for this, yeah. And because she has a good retinue, and because they came up into our lands. We just took over the thing. Earlier, the thing I'm complaining about is earlier, so our faction, we're the Yellow Turban Rebellion, which is the real thing that happened that sort of kicked off the time period. The game starts in, like, you can have different start dates, you know, I think it's 180, 190, 194, you know, with different things. So basically, we're the Yellow Turban Rebellion, and the reactions to that ended to the dissolution of the Han Empire and everything. But, so as part of our faction effects, there are rebellions that pop up on the map, like from discontent in the commanderies of the enemy, which is great. They take over stuff, they're our allies, and then, so like all of this land here is actually Yellow Turban, so we can move in a guy and just absorb it into our lands without fighting them. They're our friends. We have two brothers, Zhang Bao and Zhang Liang, and one of them declared war on these rebellions. So we're all allies, but now our two brothers are fighting our generic allies, which is very annoying and a huge waste. But, and then also, because of this, it distracted our brothers while they're fighting these rebellions, who are our friends, and they're playing whack-a-mole with them, and then our enemy here rides up the coast to China into my, like, undefended heartland that I thought was super safe because we had all of this in between it. But, yeah. Anyway, because all the rebellions that should have been defending the rivers and stuff got popped by our idiot brothers. But it's fine. I'm fine. We've actually dealt with 2 of the big armies that were problems for us, and our forces are actually, like, pretty dang strong now. At least these armies are. Like, we've got good guys that are in charge of them. You know, they can punch above their weight a little bit. Here we need to get the twin Marshal Xi for him because that big AP damage is what we want. Because this guy can heal. This guy can heal, like, whenever he's not in battle, and that is as cool as anything gets. Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. I've heard of that one. A creative name, to be sure. It's like, if we drop this army now... Can we secure our lands over there? It's 4 turns to get in. We could just force march across, right? Well, we need 1 turn to recuperate this messenger. No, everybody else is fine. We're just gonna march in. We'll get there in enough time to hopefully be able to take, you know, it's not like he's gonna burn it down. He's just gonna mess it up, and we'll be able to get there. You know, if our idiot brothers would have been smarter, everything could be different. But
If we could, we would fight to the end.
we're gonna try to stabilize. You know, here. I think we're in good shape now. I got to get out of Warhammer brain, because Warhammer is the only Total War I've really played. And in Warhammer, if you, like, lose some land, it's basically the end of the world. But in this one, like, I guess, you know, we'll just take it back and try to not be upset about it. And also, like, you can, in Warhammer, if you have, like, an army and it's super far away from something, you just have to get rid of it, and then you have to get the whole army again. And in this one, the armies are linked to the general. And so you can sort of, like, redeploy it on the other side of the world in just, like, a turn or 2. Speaking of, we need to get this guy to attract some talent. Get that making food, and then we're gonna... Here, get this guy to increase food production here and faction-wide. Yeah, awesome. I don't think we want this. We'll take the food production, and we don't want this, do we? I mean, it's... No, we're not going to need a military building there for a garrison, and our zeal is just getting washed away. You know, no longer do the people love us, right? Like, they don't care anymore. Fervor gives us that, but... says, yeah, it's the auto thing, you know, because the auto hold it back to be checked thing. I could set it to be, like, less restrictive, but, you know, it's... Because obviously, in the context of a video game, there's some stuff that, especially a video game like this, there's some stuff that's very normal to say, but if you're, like, a computer, you'd be like, oh my god, I can't believe they said that. But, you know, in a game, you can talk about things logically that seems sketchy. You know, like here, when we capture generals, we might need to execute them. We
Even
might
in
need to
winter,
capture a city.
bamboo
We
does
might
not
need
break.
to
Stay
put down a
strong.
rebellion for violent means. And how do you talk about
Let us
that
fight
without
for a
saying it? You
stable,
can't.
Unified China.
And of course, some people like to sort of devolve into what I think is called algo speak, right? The algorithmic speak, where they just sort of, you know, talk a different way so the computers don't know they're talking. That's not my style, right? But you know, and if people did it to try to avoid the moderating of YouTube, it would probably annoy me, because I hate all of those little fanciful words. You know the words. I don't like any of them. Exactly. Which is like, you know, look, if we were a political stream, which we aren't at all, you know, I don't talk current events here, only extremely rarely and not in depth, you know, then obviously something like that would be necessary to hold back. But we're playing a game set 1800 years in the past that's about war, you know. So it's a, you know, that's that's the thing. But yes, it is very nice to not have to worry about always clicking that myself, especially, you know, as, you know, the more I'm engaged in the game, the more annoying it is too to pull over and say approve the comment, because I can see them on my screen. But yeah. All right, let's go. And of course, just like always, fire arrows. We got these guys up here to soak some ammo from here. And this is like not a good army, right? As soon as we get these towers down, we're just going to charge in. We're going to bash it. This is a ton of just trash house archer militia. And we are going to wreck it. You know, the snow probably inhibits burning a little bit, but... And those guys, you know, they're already... It's a night battle, so they have messed up leadership. Yeah, they are already running just from getting caught on fire a little bit. They should have told me they didn't want to get caught on fire a little bit. Recruit told last time to get the Sincerpit second, which is, ooh, good that you got platforms. Yeah, you don't want to... You're going to want that foot later. But yeah, they have all their spears on this front, which, you know, good for them. And Wufu here is fighting our redeemed outlaws. He's Roar of the Beast to them, but, you know. Take heed, warriors. We have made them unbreakable.
Your general needs aid.
And we are getting in on them now. Now, the caltrops are here. That's a bad thing to be fighting around. But we are absolutely trucking on them. And, oh, man, the trebuchet fire comes around us. Oh, the humanity. But we are crumbling down their forces here on the front. And, of course, to great effect. You know, we've brought their generals out in front of their own caltrops. And they're getting surrounded by our infantry. Oh, yeah, look at him. Look at him now. Now he's out in front of it. And we're just going to walk away from the front. Oh, yeah, beautiful.
Our warriors run.
Beautiful. They get pulled out. Our fire arrows descend upon them. Oh, this dude thinks he's having a party out here? Well, he is having a party out here. We're going to get some spears on him. This lady being here is keeping us from using our abilities. He's going to run away really soon. Yeah, he can't get through these spears. They're going to pop him. And this cav unit, all right, like all the cavs back here, right? Yeah, they were in reserve. Tactical reserves. Tactical reserve in Warhammer Competitive is the joke we have for when you leave something in the back and forget about it, and then you don't use it in the battle until too late. Because in real war, you don't bring everything you have to combat, right? If you don't have reserves to respond to things, you lose. That's how it goes. But in Total War, you want to bring everything on the battlefield to fight, basically. Unless, you know, there's some mechanic to bring something else in later. But, like, in competitive, people will always, like, they'll have, like, a unit of skirmishers and they'll, like, be in some forest in the back or whatever. They'll be chasing something off and then they'll forget about them. And we call that the dreaded tactical reserve. But he's going to chant the way of great peace. Yes, the way of great peace. We are the rebellion of peace, you see. Oh, our poison arrows didn't hit anybody this battle. Feels bad. The Yellow Turban Rebellion was like Taoist, I think. So that's why it's all like, we're the way. We're the way of peace.
The enemy unit flees! What cowards!
We're just going to fast forward here. I'm like, yeah, it's got to be mopping up right now. Does he heal after the battle is decided? He does. Oh, man. Yeah, so this ability, recovery, you know, I was told it was in the game. I just didn't appreciate how good Reach-In is in this game. All right, so there's not a healing cap, which means we could send this dude individually to fight and let him lose 10,000 HP and walk him out. And it would take like 10 minutes for him to get that 10,000 back, but it's still like a very good way to, you know, to grind down your opponents as you can. But the fight goes beautifully. We stab and snarl.
This is proof of our righteousness.
How many subscribers do I gain in a week on average? Oh, it just depends. I think we haven't gained, like, any subscribers at all this month.
Let them go.
So we're going to
They know
execute
not their
him.
folly.
He's the administrator here, you know. And he's got Azure Dragons and Cataphracts. You know, he invaded our land.
Corrupted limb must be swiftly removed. This power
But, like, sometimes it'll be, like, it just depends on what I'm playing, right? So, the last month, I played games that were newer, and that has an effect, because the games were like Silksong, you know, or Hades too, so people were looking forward to them, and they didn't want to be spoiled for them, so the people most likely to want to watch it were the people interested in the game that were going to play it for themselves and not watch me play it, right? And so, and also, you know, like if somebody was interested in Silksong, they wouldn't watch a stranger play it for the first time. You know, if they were going to watch someone play it, they would want to be watching, you know, like someone that they already watched play games. So it's sort of like that is a thing there too. All right, so we can get AP damage for the whole army. We'll do that. And then here we can get big melee evasion for him. If I keep playing Death Trigger a lot more, yeah. And that's the thing, too, you know. When I play stuff that more people want to see, you know, get more subscribers. But, you know, they only want to watch the thing that they want to see. So this isn't so bad, actually. So he's still sieging there, and we... Yeah, with our big movement, you know, we got from over here to over here in just a turn or two. So we're going to be able to stabilize this. It's annoying, but we're going to be able to do it. And I guess it's taking them some time to siege. They're suffering attrition while they're sieging us here. That's amazing. You know, that's amazing. Maybe they're out of money. Maybe he's out of money. That would make sense. But we've got to solidify things here in the north. We've got to work on that. And we could send out, you know, absorbent troops, because, like, all we have to do is send a single guy and knock on the door of any of these rebellion cities. Exactly. You know, because if you try to do stuff in life because other people like it, that'll only get you so far. And for me personally, I am like really not good at that. Like, I can't just behave differently. So this iron mine would take 37 turns to pay for itself there. It'd go a little faster because of the industry. Like, this is the... But, yeah, I mean, like, this is the one that they burned this one down earlier. They must have, like, broke through the building when they came in, you know. That stings, you know. But we do have 100 grand. So maybe it's time to not be so precious about the money, right? But my big problem in Total War is I never know how to scale up. He said you sent my death message to a few hundred people. It might be the responsibility. It might have been, yeah, for sure. You know, and that's the thing, you know. Whenever I did, like, some weird Minecraft video, you know, like... when you know, I plant wheat. But sometimes a wheat video will get just, like, the same 30-minute wheat video I make any day. Just talking about stuff, listening to music, playing wheat. It'll get, you know... Sometimes, like, one of them, the early ones got, like, 1,000 views and, like, 100 subscribers. And then, like, maybe that was all the wheat there was, you know? Maybe that was all that the people wanted of that. But, alright, so we can get... Like, in this tree, I don't really feel the need to get any of these higher tier... Because I'm like, I just feel like a lot of them are worse than... the guys we've already got. So let's just see about... Alright, so there's the movement. We've got that. We can get more towers. Huh. Well, I guess here we'll just go to get to the level 4 horse place. Since all the other texts, I mean, seem fine, but not, like, that important to us anymore. Do a potato roast through the field of 1,000 pigs. Yeah, it's just, you know, I'm just so much more motivated by wheat. But speaking of motivation, it is time for me to get out of here.
If we could, we would fight. You want the stars.
I do want the stars. Would you like to offer me the stars? For I will accept them. Alright, and importantly, we knock Ma Chao out of that siege. Beautiful stuff. You know, our problems aren't solved. I guess I gotta embrace more of, like, the idea that these wars in China are fluid things across the borders of the hinterlands. The young emperor comes of age. You stabbed your desk a few months ago and your wrist still... Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you recover swiftly. Alright, so this guy will try to run. He ran into the swampland. And we're just going to pop him. And with a mighty kick, he falls. So, you know, all of Kong Rong's forces came up to the north. I was really annoyed by it, but now we dealt with all of them. And we're about to murk everyone who came into our land.
There is no saving them.
That's just how it goes, right? Never should have come here.
Without delay.
Look, we were trying to be cool originally, but when you invade the Yellow Turban land, you get the spear. So Kong Rong is not going to be able to fight against us here. We're just going to roll on in and take his land. Because we've taken out 3 of his armies now. He's not going to be able... He's only got this land right here. No matter what his coffers were showing, he won't be able to get out of there. And they're just sieging this pass, this trash house pass with a bunch of guys in it, but you know, not anything special.
For China!
And he's just sieging it down all the way. And these are just like guys, and this is an amazing army. And we're just gonna be able to get it there.
Return to standard.
And Ma Chao trying to get away, but he can't get away. Boom, baby. And that's how, when you get really good movement out of a campaign, it all works out.
Their insidious sickness.
And like, I actually should have been releasing these guys, because I'm not worried about those strategists on the battlefield.
In faith.
But anyway. See, the thing is getting through the north here is much more complicated than going through this way.
With faith.
Well, we've dealt with that, but by the same token, it's going to be hard for him to get into these lands at all. Well, anyway, I've got to end the video, unfortunately. Minecraft later? Maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure how the day's gonna pan out. I should have gotten rid, as far as I know right now, I have gotten rid of my afternoon shift, so my weekend might be starting earlier. Oh, but yeah, you know, with the Copper Age going on in Minecraft, I definitely have some engaging things to do, and you know, it's always nice. I just like sitting around in Minecraft, listening to music and talking and looking at stuff and hitting a block every now and then. You know, that's my idea of a good time. But anyway, see ya, Froggy. Bye, Denurian. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you've enjoyed, everyone, and maybe I'll see you in a later stream or video. I will hopefully be on in just 7 or 8 hours rather than 12 or so, but we'll see. We shall see. See you guys.